podcast contain graphic language. What's going on out there, MTOW? What's going on out there in the ministry? What's going on in sales? What's going on the internet? You're right here, Kingdom Rican Podcast. One of the craziest shit show on earth. I'm right here in the Pacific Northwest, just podcasting it up and talking shit. So no further ado, this is your first time in the podcast. I'm going to start with the intro, see who's out there. It's late. Of course it's late because I live in a Pacific time. So on the West Coast, East Coast, out there in Australia, early times and stuff like that. So let's start with the intro and see who's out here tonight. For God's sake, write me a comment and stuff like that on the live stream. You know? So no further ado, just bear with me, gentlemen. Shit, I don't fuck this shit up. Unbelievable. I thought I was prepared, but I wasn't. Just bear with me. It's been a clusterfuck day, week actually. Thanksgiving and all kinds of shit going on. You know, it's too much shit for a man going the whole way. You got grown kids and stuff, and they act like maniacs and crazy and stuff. Sometimes you gotta put some craziness with craziness, because the only way you can match craziness with craziness, right? For heaven's sake. But I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving and stuff like that, with your fam, with your friends and stuff like that. So just bear with me. Let me start with the intro. Not really. So let's get into these Jesus Christ, what the hell? I gotta fucking hear those mites. Little mites just crawling on my eye and shit like that. Mime, mite. So let's get to the nitty gritty and stuff like that. So, and I've been talking about this shit for quite some time. This is not new. You know, this is not new, gentlemen. It's not new to me. It's not. I've seen Western society collapsing due to the birth rate and stuff like that. Any idiot or idiots could have a rational thinking what's been taking place at least for the last 10, 15 years, right? It's not new. This shit's not new to me, right? So according to these article, and just bear with me, because I read the article, and I thought to myself, well, this is not new, for heaven's sake. It's not. According to, I'm going to put different sources out here. According to the New York Post, Compose, according to Newsweek's, the Columbia University, which that should be interesting how they did the data, but the data is there, right? So all these chicks out there are getting sterilized after the Donald Trump win and stuff like that, right? All of a sudden, he's like, they are like, oh, we're gonna get sterilized and shit. I guarantee you that most of these chicks out there, they went some kind of universities, some kind of college, corporation, and stuff like that. They be like compromised, not compromised, but indoctrinated and stuff like that. They don't know how to be a chick. They don't even know how to cook breakfast for themselves. Not for themselves, not even to have a man on the crib and stuff like that, right? This is given. This is not new. This has been going on for at least 30 years. It's not new. This is not new to me. It's not. I'm not shocked and appalled. Jesus Christ. There's a crisis and women getting sterilized. Women being sterilized themselves for the last 30 years, like I said previously. They don't want to have children. They want to be self-independent women. They don't want to have men and stuff like that. They don't. They really don't. It's given. It's fucking given. And my point of view, as a philosopher, is the indoctrination when it comes down to these colleges or empowerment and stuff like that and shit. Right? Half of these bitches, they don't even know how to fry an egg and shit like that. And when I say bitches, literally bitches. From all kinds of background. If you live in the United States of America, half of these bitches, they don't know how to do shit. They don't know how to do shit, but go to the grind and buy shit. They don't need no reason to buy and stuff like that. Pay their bills. Yeah, I give them the credit. You know, they pay their bills and stuff like that. They heavily in debt. Heavily in debt. So let's put this in perspective since I'm talking about this stuff, right? Who are the most graduated for the last colleges for the last, 20 years? Women. They outpace the men in colleges. Who more in debt in colleges? Women. The men. Am I shocked? They sterilized themselves? No. They've been doing that for years. That's why they got a pill. And they got these different birth control, right? Birth control apparatus and stuff like that. You know, they got that. It's cool. You know, it is what it is. Am I shocked, surprised that these chicks out there, they don't want to bear no children? No. Not one bit at all. So this article come out, it's like, oh, Donald Trump and these bitches going out there and they're fertilizing themselves and stuff like that and shit and stuff like that and all kinds of shenanigans and nonsense and bullshit, because that's what it is. But I'll talk about it, but not. It's all propaganda. At the end of the day, when you look at it, it's all propaganda and stuff like that. And they're like, oh, how much women are suffering and this and they can't take. They cannot take a new president because it'll go their way. You know, in the MGTOW philosophy, we always say women act like children. And that's what they do. The big example when the first term of Donald Trump out there, all these bitches with the pussy hat and stuff like that, they act like children. You guys remember that shit? It's supposed to be like Hillary Clinton, and it was marching and doing all kinds of shit in all kinds of cities and stuff. All these chicks wearing a pussy hat and stuff, like they behave like children. They collect the lifts. You fellas remember that. I remember that shit vividly. I really do. That's why I don't take these skanks seriously. If you want to do a procedure not to have kids, good, great, fine. I don't give a fuck. Matter of fact, I've been like this for years, and now since I'm, you know, to be honest, to be real, I am so glad this abortion bullshit is done and over with. It's not to the federal government to tell each state what they can do with abortion. I'm a libertarian. Out here in the state of Washington, it's legal to smoke cannabis. It's legal to have abortion. It's if in Texas, my apologies, it's fucking cold out here. It's 34 degrees in the Pacific Northwest, and the heater went off. So it was no business for the federal government to tell the rest of the state this mandate got to take place because we demanded. No, fuck that shit, man. Each state can do whatever the fuck they want to do. Right? If in Louisiana they don't want abortion, fuck them. They don't want abortion. Go to the next state. It's inconvenience. It's inconvenience and stuff like that. Have your own shit out there. You want to smoke cannabis freely? Well, go to the cannabis states. Go to Colorado. Go to Texas. I mean, not Texas. Go to Washington, California. And you can smoke all the weed you want in your brain. Right? Because we're supposed to be a republic, not a democracy. All this nonsense and bullshit. We are a democracy. We're not. We are a republic followed by the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. That's it. So all these chicks, you know, and it's a sad state. It is a sad state how Western women has been bamboozled by different identities, education, commercials, influencer, social media, you name it, because women are women, you can manipulate women very well if you know what you're doing. You can. You really can. So, if all these chicks decide not to have children and do a procedure and whatever, right? God bless their heart. Who cares? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I have my children. They grown and stuff. I contribute to the population of Earth. And then after that, I don't know what the fuck is going to happen. But when you cut this thing short, especially women, because women more, they carry birth and stuff like that and stuff. And of course, I'm going to call them women. You think I'm going to call them what? What is it? Acronym and shit like that. I want to call it women. So that's going to be their own fucking problem at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, when they are like 30, 35, 40, they didn't have experience of bear children, they're going to regret this shit. My career was first. I was selfish. I could do this, I could do that. I can ride the car carousel, I can do this. And I was empowered to do this, and I can do that, and stuff like that. Did blah, blah, blah. I got big, fat chicken account and stuff like that. And I don't need no man. I don't need nobody to tell me what to do, whatever. But at the end of the day, if you don't bear no children, you're worthless. The Western women are so miserable in today's society. They are. They fucking are. Why? They'd rather buy a dog or a cat than bear children. And this is not new. This is not new. This has been taking place at least for the last 2 decades. Give or take. Yes, they have capital. Yes, they are self-independence. Yes, they own stuff and shit like that. But they are miserable. They are. Miserable as hell. Trust me, I know. I talk to friends, female friends. I have family, female family members and stuff like that. Childish, 30 years old and stuff like that. and they fucking miserable because they don't have a responsibility. And then they never give a chance to do this thing of giving out birth, because either society told them not to do it, right? Because you empower chicks and stuff like that, and they worry about their careers and paying bills and stuff like that. And any man that goes their way, they're gonna fucking kick them out. So guess what? That is what's taking place in Western society. That's what's taking place. That how the cookie crumble. That's how we are right now. Now, good luck to those bitches. All I'm doing is pointing the obvious. That's it. The obvious. It's in my eye. It's in my eyeballs for the last 2 decades. All right. As a life experience and shit like that. Now it's even worse. And of course, this is just like a small exaggeration when it comes down to these chicks doing these procedure. And I get it. It's an exaggeration according to the articles, the way I see it, right? But then I reflect it as like, well, this is not new. This is not new. Voluntarily, women did it to themselves. At least in my recollection, for the last 2.5 decades. With the pills and stuff and shit. And I get it, you know. You don't want to have like a lot of kids and stuff. Like, I get it, you know. I'm not a conservative type of person or man out there. You know, I get it. I understand it. I get it, you know. You got birth control, you got this and that. You know, I'm just like, the way I say this thing, right? And I'm gonna be honest. The reason that I went my own way, because I understand women nature and the government behind women nature. So my nature is to protect myself at all times. I'm out here in the boxing ring, right? I already got knocked out 3 times. And I'm about to go in the next fight. And I was like, you know what? I know what I'm about to do in this fight. It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor. So if I got beaten 2 times, 3 times, so why should I go and cohabitate with a chick or married to a chick? For what? Pussy? What? Some bitch trying to tell you what to do? What? Go over there, go here, go here, go there. No, go fuck off, please. Go fuck off. I'm cool where I'm at. If I make it, I make it. If I don't success, well, guess what? It's on my own. So, and there's the problem right here. Because chicks, they don't want to take responsibility and accountability for their actions. They never do. And then society have to hold them in different standards like men. You know? So, when I read the article that these chicks are doing this procedure, whatever, right? My first reaction, well, guess what? They wasn't going to do that to begin with because they was so indoctrinated with university, making money, and I go as far that like these bitches out there, they love to tell a man what to do, especially in corporation, universities, and stuff like that. The more power they get, the more they can tell or dictate how the man supposed to behave or not behave. It's the honest truth. You know, when the article came out on my feed, I say to myself, I guarantee you, there's going to be, before I read the article, right? I guarantee you there's going to be a woman from the state of Washington. Guess what? One is, she's out there doing porn with, what's the website and shit. I forgot the name of the website out there. Whatever the website is out there, and porn shit. I don't watch porn myself, so one is, according to the article, these motherfuckers, they lie anyways. I don't trust that the mainstream media like bullshit. I don't trust them at all. And the other chick, she's anonymous and stuff like that. And instead of Washington at age of 39. I was like, 39, bitch? Well, guess what? You are over and done with. So there's no reason for you to go out there and talk to some journalists about you did these sterilizing procedure and shit like that. You passed 30, bitch. So what the fuck you gotta talk about nonsense and bullshit? You should have had these children at 25, not 39. So that's bridge under the water. I'm reading the article, right? I'm looking. Listen, man. I'm reading the article. I'm looking at I'm reading the article and I'm putting everything in perspective. Okay? And I thought to myself, well, these bitches don't make any fucking sense at all. So that's a good thing. It's a good thing. If you have crazy maniac leftists, if you have crazy maniac leftist chicks, do not mess with those chicks at all. Matter of fact, Let's put this in perspective. Matter of fact, I'm going to put this in perspective because I'm a MGTOW, I'm a philosopher, right? A man going their own way. So, do you know and realize, and you can look at this thing up. So, let's put some numbers because word, talk, numbers scream. Word, talk, numbers scream, and they holler. They not only scream, they holler. So let's put this in perspective. In the last 5 years, 63% of women have graduated from university, right? 63 from university, right? In the United States, there is 45% of women in some kind of antidepressant, right? Most of them, they graduated from university, right? And that's just like a small data, right? Because it goes by demographic and age and shit like that. But the numbers there, they're there. So to put this in perspective, if you graduate from university, you're most likely going to be in some kind of antidepressant as a woman because you're not happy. Why? These chicks are not happy. It's obviously. They don't know how to bear children. Not only that, if they bear children, they're horrible parents, especially single moms and stuff like that. Do you know the statistic between single mom and single dad is way greater than single mom? Single dads, they got full custody and shit like that. Not your part-time dad. The statistic has shown for years they're more likely to graduate from high school, and it goes to both sex, men and female. More likely to go to high school, graduate from high school, get a job, and be a non-criminal. Nuclear family have the highest. The nuclear family have the highest success rate when it comes down to raising children. The least is single mom. So that tell you something. You can go back to the data, 2010 or 2020. I mean, 2000 and stuff like that. My apologies, man. The fucking heater is kicking in, and I know it's gonna suck out there on the podcast. But listen, gentlemen, I'm out here, in my room. It's cold as fuck out there. I'm wearing a sweater and shit. I'm fatigued and stuff like that. And all I want to do is bring a little bit of philosophy and understanding. Because I am a rational thinking man. I would like to believe that. So I do understand both sexes, male and female. I get it. Nowadays, I guess you're not supposed to do that shit. No female, no male. It's genders. You got these genders, you got that gender and shit like that. It's utter bullshit, by the way. Instituted by the Marxists and the postmodernists in universities and shit like that. That's why you got 35 type of genders and shit like that. I refuse to use the word of gender. Go fuck off with your gender identity. Go fuck off. It's male and female. Even fucking the animals got it right. If the animals got it right, how come people are so fucked up that they don't know the anatomy between male and female? Animals get it right. Spring come over and shit, the winter, they have sex and shit like that, female and male and stuff like that. And it goes out there. Yes, of course you can be gay, but you're a male. Of course you're a lesbian. You're a female, you are attracted to the same thing. But that is what it is. There's no gender bullshit. You know the most intriguing word of all these gender identity? The most asinine, the most insane. Because I'm trying to figure this thing out because, you know, now I'm trying. I knew this fucking Marxist vocabulary, you know. The leftists are very good changing language, especially the English language. Is non-binary. Yes. The non-binary. That's a noodle scratcher. What the fuck is a non-binary? You tell me. Non-binary to what? To who? You're non-binary. So what? What are you? Since you're non-binary, are you a tree? Are you a fish? Are you like what? You like pussy? You like dick? What the fuck? What is this non-binary bullshit? Do you want to fuck a fish? Because you feel like a fish? I do not know this non-binary bullshit. You want to fuck a bear since you feel like a non-binary? Good luck in that bitch. I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest about this shit. Yeah, that one, you know, it was like a noodle scratcher. I was like, what the fuck? What is non-binary nonsense and shit? What does it mean? Whatever. Anyways, reflecting back, according to this retarded article, that all these chicks out there, they're killing their own eggs because Trump won and stuff like that, right? They are getting sterilized and shit like that. Good. Because obviously they got to be fucking nuts. They have to be crazy. And it's better for them to do themselves that, in my point of view, it's better to them to sterilize themselves than a man having a chick pregnant who's crazy. And you don't want to have a child with a crazy bitch. You really don't. So good. Eliminate yourself and stuff like that. Because obviously they realize they're crazy. So that's a good thing. It's a good thing. It is. That's the only fucking problem with chicks. If they believe if they believe the whole social system with education and self-independent women and social media and videos and so on and so forth and shit like that. If they drink the Kool-Aid, guess what? You're gonna get poisoned. This is how I see this thing. Let them eliminate themselves. It's a sad state for the Western women, but hey, it is what it is. I will not cry tonight or shed no tears. Well, gentlemen, I'm about to hit the haystack. Like I always say, peace. Stay MGTOW. I will catch you next podcast, live stream, or video. Let the universe be with you.